I ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody else. That's why I don't never get too hyped about the win after I win, because it's like you always gotta do something over and over again till you done. And it's always gonna be somebody next, somebody next, somebody next. So I feel as though I don't have to prove myself to these people.
Let's go! Lift it up! Lift it up! Lift it up! Come on! Come on, man!
You're here. You know what I'm saying? So we're striving to be the best that we can be to be on that level again. You know? So, you know, you saying you want to do what you want to do, that's good. Because that's what you want to do.
That's the God in you that's trying
that's good.
to seek it,
and,
you know?
And you giving back and giving thanks.
Gervonta Tank Davis is fine-tuning every part of his game ahead of his upcoming showdown with Jake Paul. His training camp has been all about precision, power, and patience. The kind of grind that proves his knockout ability isn't just natural talent, but the result of hours of focused preparation. Every session builds his timing, endurance, and explosive strength, so he stays dangerous from the opening bell to the final round. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is approaching this fight as the biggest challenge of his boxing journey so far. He's sparring with top-tier fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Raymond Ford, and Montana Love, pushing himself to react faster, hit smarter, and enter the ring with complete confidence when he faces Tank Davis.
So that's boxing at its finest right there. You heard it. They said it. Make that bet. Everything on the line. You know, that's old school right there.
Gervonta Davis has made conditioning the foundation of his entire training camp. Every workout is designed to fortify his core and prepare his body to absorb and deliver devastating punches. Having been through wars in the ring, Davis understands firsthand how crucial balance, stability, and durability are when the pressure's on. His routine includes explosive strength drills, balance training, and non-stop cardio sessions that push his limits physically and mentally. Everything in his camp operates at maximum intensity as he sharpens his power, endurance, and focus ahead of the showdown with Jake Paul.
Ain't nobody break box. Exhale. Ain't nobody break box.
Man, boom on that last break. Box. I got him.
We take shit box. That's all.
Yeah, I felt it.
Good, perfect. That was your best rep.
Jake Paul is fully locked into his toughest training camp yet, treating this matchup as the defining test of his boxing journey. To get ready for Gervonta Davis, he's surrounded himself with elite talent to elevate every aspect of his game. Among them is Shakur Stevenson, whose technical precision gives Jake the perfect look at high-level skill and movement. He's also sparring with Raymond Ford and Montana Love to sharpen his timing, defense, and hand speed. Paul understands that Tank Davis brings unmatched quickness, IQ, and danger into the ring. So each session is about refinement, repetition, and building unshakable confidence for the night that could change his career. Gervonta Davis's rise in boxing is the result of pure dedication and discipline. His journey from a hungry young prospect to a global champion has been fueled by relentless effort and belief in his craft. Coach Calvin Ford has witnessed that growth firsthand, watching Davis evolve from a kid chasing dreams to a fighter built for the spotlight. According to Ford, what fans see under the arena lights is only the final product of countless hours of training, focus, and sacrifice. Every victory has been earned, not handed. As Davis heads toward his clash with Jake Paul, his story stands as proof that hard work still builds greatness, and the boxing world is watching closely to see how far his drive will take him next.
Hey man, it's just so much stuff. And me and Kenny was sitting there talking about it, and the majority of it is when he was little. We talk about all the stuff when he was little, and he started laughing like, dang.
When I get by myself, I always try to think about back in the day. So.
Yeah. But we can tell.
I just noticed that just now, me talking about it, but when I get by myself, I've been trying to.
No, we can tell.
Yeah,
when I listen to your interview, I like listening to your interviews that you do, and I can tell when you reflect back on certain things. You can see it. You can see it. That's when I think you at your peace. and you start reflecting back and you talking about
When he say something that we told him a long time ago.
And I said, damn, we like, damn, he did remember that.
Yeah, he remember that shit.
Yeah. I see Brody been calling you a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, as far as on the which card trying to fight.
Respected veteran trainer Abel Sanchez views this fight as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Gervonta Davis. In his eyes, most fighters dedicate everything they have to boxing, their health, their youth, and often their future, yet very few are ever properly rewarded. Sanchez believes this matchup is different. It's not just another fight. It's a well-deserved payoff for years of sacrifice. The financial upside is massive, and chances like this rarely come to boxers in their prime. While it may not be for a world title, Sanchez says it represents something equally valuable: long-term security and recognition. To him, this is the moment where boxing finally gives something back to Davis, and he should seize it without hesitation.
I don't like the fight, but as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
Yeah, you know, well, actually, now that we're talking about it, you're not the biggest fan of it. Fight fans are bringing up like, hey, you know, why did he go this way when there's Lamont Roach? Like, look how close that fight was. There was a draw. We were expecting a rematch in that fight.
Yeah, well,
What's happening here?
As much as we hate it, it hasn't become really a sport. It's become a financial sport. So he took it because it's 5-6 times more than he's going to make with Lamont Roach. That makes sense. I mean, anybody, ask anybody if they have a choice, they're going to take the money. Of course. He's got to take care of his people. He's got to take care of himself. He's got to take care of his future. That's the smartest thing to do. As a fight fan, I don't like it. But as a coach, I understand it.
Yeah, no, and I think anybody in that position, like, we got to, like, put ourselves maybe sometimes in that same situation. And I think
Absolutely.
Anybody with, like, any, like, sense of, like, common sense would look at that and be like, wait, I'm making this much to fight against this guy that's only been fighting for 5 years compared to what could be maybe a really hard fight, and I'm going to make double, triple. Yeah, I'm going to go, let me do this little side quest real quick, and let me get this money real fast. And then,
of course, you have to take care of your future, man. If it's offered to you, you'd be foolish not to take it, especially against a guy that is no threat to him.
oh, well, I don't know, it's 50 pounds, Abel.
Yeah, but he's no threat to him. Tank Davis fights the way he fights. Understand that Tank Davis fights, he's probably one of my favorite fighters. I think I've said that many a times.
Mm-hmm.
He fights in a manner where he's fought all those big guys. Look at the way he throws his punches. Look at how he ducks down like if he's fighting a real big guy. Look at the way he fought when he knocked out Garcia. Look at when he puts his head in, how he throws his punches. In the street, that's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't acquired.
Former world champion Chris Algieri also praises what Gervonta Davis brings to modern boxing. He explains that today's sport isn't just about skill inside the ring. It's about star power, attention, and the ability to fill arenas. Every time Davis fights, the atmosphere changes. The energy rises. Fans tune in because they know something explosive might happen at any moment. Algieri calls him one of the best finishers in the game, a knockout artist who blends entertainment with elite talent. To him, Davis represents boxing's new era, where excitement meets excellence, and he's mastered the art of staying relevant in a world where being noticed is just as important as winning rounds.
And it's the face of boxing is basically... Yeah, the face of boxing now is based on if you sell and if people tune in and how many eyes are tuning in when you fight. Gervonta Davis had that. Jake Paul has that. Now they're fighting each other.
Again, these are created products. These are still created products. Jake made his name going to Walgreens and making funny faces. You know what I mean? And it was just blowing up on YouTube and whatnot, right? I mean, that's how he started.
The world we live in now, dude. It's unfortunate.
Okay,
it's not like Sugar Ray Leonard, who was the best fighter in the world and marketable. It's not like Oscar De La Hoya, who was a gold medalist, a great fighter and marketable.
But what I'm saying is technology allows us to make, if I want to take this shoe off right here, and I say I want to make my Nike sneaker into the best product possible, and I got enough money to push it behind it. I put it all over your social media platform, and I put it all over your TV set, and all over your phone, and all over everything. You know what, bro?
There's been plenty of talk surrounding Jake Paul and the fairness of his matchups. Some analysts, including Carl Frock and Paulie Malignaggi, have said that while the fights aren't fixed, the circumstances often lean in Jake's favor. He usually enters the ring with certain advantages, whether it's size, weight, or rules designed to limit his opponent's strengths. They believe this fight could follow the same pattern. Jake's the bigger man, and he might get conditions that suit him. But both Frock and Malignaggi agree on one thing. When it comes down to pure boxing skill, Gervonta Tank Davis is on another level. If the fight turns into a real test of ability, Tank has what it takes to flip the script and silence all doubts. That's all for today's breakdown. Stay tuned for more fight updates and analysis.